A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a shocking declaration, Israeli Finance Minister Bezalel Smotrich has stated that a military victory in Gaza would lead to the complete destruction of the territory, with its Palestinian population forced to leave in significant numbers for third countries. This statement has ignited fears of ethnic cleansing in the already beleaguered region. Smotrich's comments came just a day after Israel's Security Cabinet approved a plan dubbed Operation Gideon's Chariots, which aims for the conquest and control of the Gaza Strip. The situation in Gaza has been dire, with Hamas officials declaring that they are no longer interested in truce talks, citing the ongoing blockade as a hunger war against the Palestinian people. With the humanitarian crisis worsening, Hamas has urged the international community to intervene and halt what they describe as an extermination war against civilians. As tensions escalate, Israeli military spokesperson Efi Defrin indicated that the upcoming offensive would involve relocating the majority of Gaza's population to protect them. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu echoed this sentiment, highlighting the need for civilian relocation for their safety, although specific details remain scarce. Smotrich's remarks, made at a conference focused on Jewish settlement in the occupied West Bank, went further, suggesting a scorched earth policy that would result in the expulsion of many Palestinians from Gaza. His comments have drawn sharp criticism from neighboring countries like Egypt and Jordan, which have stated they will not accept an influx of refugees, fearing complicity in ethnic cleansing. The international community is closely monitoring the situation, with the International Court of Justice currently reviewing allegations of genocide against Israel due to its military actions in Gaza. As of now, nearly the entire population of Gaza, which stands at approximately 2.3 million, has been displaced multiple times since the onset of the war triggered by Hamas's attack on October 7, 2023. The subsequent Israeli offensive has resulted in over 52,000 deaths. The collapse of a two-month ceasefire in mid-March has led to faltering indirect negotiations mediated by Qatar and Egypt, with little hope for resolution as both sides remain entrenched in their positions. Analysts suggest that Israel's threats of a new offensive may be aimed at extracting concessions from Hamas while bolstering support for Netanyahu's right-wing coalition. In response, Hamas has condemned the Israeli framework for aid delivery as political blackmail, attributing the humanitarian crisis to Israel's actions. The prospect of a renewed offensive has raised alarm internationally, with French Foreign Minister Jean-Noël Barrot calling it unacceptable and a violation of humanitarian law. The United Nations has expressed deep concern, with Secretary-General Antonio Guterres alarmed by the potential for further civilian casualties and destruction in Gaza. Humanitarian officials have warned that the territory is on the brink of catastrophe due to the ongoing blockade. Reports indicate that Israeli military officials have proposed a limited aid plan, but humanitarian agencies have dismissed it as unfeasible and potentially unlawful. In the U.S., former President Donald Trump has voiced support for aiding starving Palestinians, attributing the crisis to Hamas's diversion of humanitarian resources. As the situation unfolds, Israeli officials have indicated that military operations will not commence until after Trump's visit to the Middle East next week. Calls for international pressure to cease the violence and humanitarian atrocities in Gaza continue, as the humanitarian situation grows increasingly dire. With over 70% of Gaza under Israeli control or evacuation orders, the future remains uncertain for its residents amidst the escalating conflict. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.